need a lighter. Hold on a second. I need a lighter in my thing. Okay. How is everybody doing? I'm going to light it up a little bit. Welcome to Be So Light. My name is Felicia as well as Niana, and known as the Galactic Priestess of the Galactic Spiral Light. And let me tell you, I am known. After what happened yesterday, I'm known. Yeah. Hold on. We're moving through it, y'all. I hope all of you are feeling the shifting and the energy, how everything is moving. And it is definitely shifting. So it's kind of funny. When I woke up this morning, saw some of my messages and texts, and so I said, let me, tap in and see how everybody's doing, and and write back and answer a couple of my voicemails in my private groups, and I'm like, okay. And then I see a message from one of our Be So Light members here, tribe members, and it was Pretty Nikki. And she wrote a really nice comment. And I was just laying there and I said, a lot of times you think that what you're doing, oh, damn. Hold on a second, guys. We're getting smacked in the face here. I could have sworn I looked this up last night. Did I not see this? Oh, well, hell, there it is right there. Doggone it. I was wondering why it said activate. Okay, so I was sitting here saying to myself, wow, you just never know when you show up and you do your work and you do what you're supposed to do. It's going to have changes, encouragement, effects on people's lives. And that's always my intention when I show up. I'm bringing something. I'm bringing a message. Showing up with new cards. And just being in the moment. So after, our 10-day thing, I was like, get a chance to take a break and get a rest. Not on any time schedule. It's perfect. I have still some clients that are in the medicine. Hey, Star Sister. Have some clients still in medicine right now. I was going to let them out of their medicine on Christmas, but then I said, nah, I'm going to wait. I am not letting you out until late Saturday night. So, because of what we're going through. So today, y'all, it is a portal day. And I'm not sure if you're feeling a shifting, if you're feeling like how fast everything is shifting and how you can communicate with your ancestors and the divine so easy now. I mean, you got to really just be in that moment. Just see how fast it's going like this. So, which leads me to this message. Do not get caught up in timelines of drama. Draw your mind in. Drama. To draw your mind in. See that word? Drama. I'm going to draw my mind in. No. Don't draw your mind into any of this shenanigans that these soulless beings are doing with each other. Okay? Don't get your mind drawn into, they don't know what it is in the sky. Who gives a fuck? Whoever it is, they've been here a long time. Stop trying to run the damn narrative. I'm so sick of it. So, sorry, I had to have a little bit of a tangent right there. That's my shadow side. I have to balance out. You can't always be 100% good and don't have a little bit of naughty on the other side. You got to do a little bit of something, a little bit here. You got to balance out. All right. So when I go off and I go deranged quickly off to those directions, that's because I'm venting. I'm expressing my emotion of what I'm seeing, how these soulless beings are running around doing stuff, which is why I don't want you to have your mind drawn into the drama, being drawn into the drama of timelines. Okay, everyone has to stay focused. Stay focused. Just because we completed a 10-day challenge doesn't mean you drop the ball now. Okay. Don't no dropping the ball. No. So let's dive into this. Today is Kim 173. It is the red self-existing Skywalker. It is a portal day today, in case you have not been feeling it. Yes, we are getting smacked like nobody's business right now. We are getting hit with so much plasmic light. And let me tell you, lovelies, can I tell you a little something? They may try as much as they try. I don't care, putting the clouds everywhere and bringing in the weird looking fog from another place of land. They can try to just blacking out the sun and keeping the sun away, but you know what? They can't stop the plasma light that's coming in. That plasma light will penetrate all of this stuff. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's happening on the West Coast or the East Coast. It don't matter. You're not gonna stop it. You hear me? You soulless beings. It's not gonna help. You can't stop it. It's nope. Nope. It's here. Yep, we're all getting our codons on and we're getting coded like nobody's business. So let me finish this and we're going to jump into some stuff. What I'm talking about, do you feel the shift? Okay. So I define in order to explore the measuring wakefulness. I seal the output of space with the self-existing tone of form. I am guided by the power of universal waters. There you go. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. Yes, I got no choice but to enter you. So here we go. We're in this portal energy right now. And I think this is interesting how these portals are just okay. And then on Monday the 30th, mark your calendars because we got another portal. That is on the new moon. Okay. So the color is red. The planet is Mars. The chakra is the solar plexus. And the earth family is signal. Within the single thought form called universe, there exists an infinite potential of structure and mediums of expressions. Okay, so this is gate 108. Interesting. This is still on the first preconscious, the cosmic creation, the matter in the alpha. This is the enlightenment evolves prophecy. Tomorrow is my kin day, which is white overtone wizard. Yes. And my tone day is going to be kind of busy. Looks very interesting. So today is that portal day. So let me tell you what's happening. So I'm laying in bed last night, and the night before, the same thing happened. I kept seeing this. I was like, what the hell is that? And I saw it again. I was like, radar? Disc or something? sending it out. One, two, three. I was like, hmm. So I just kept looking at it and I said, okay. So your messages are going to come through clearer and clearer. Especially the ones where, okay, now keep in mind, the reason why I titled it, Are You Feeling the Shift? Keep in mind, this is also a part of the test. Oh, they're here, you guys. Oh, wow. Here we go. I thought I was going to get off. All right. I think that's what this does. Well, thanks for explaining that because I was wondering what that symbol was. Okay. So here's the deal. We have a choice. Okay. You have a choice. You have free will. But here's the deal. The training that we're going through right now is to see how much you trust yourself, is to see how connected you are to the true timeline and true voice of creator, true high self. Okay. You have to, thank you. You have to build this trust with the high self no matter what. Because it is a part of the divine technology of self that cannot be imitated, that cannot be dissected apart, that cannot be infiltrated in a way that would keep you from being connected. Now, the infiltration can come from false energies, false inputs, false technologies that would lead you into falseness, false feelings, false emotion, false. These are the things you have to master that are not yours to carry. The main thing is making sure that you develop that ultimate trust of the high self relationship. That is the one that is the bridge between the high heart self that allows you creators, to know what truth is, to be able to see beyond the falseness of limitations, to be able to see beyond the dramas that the soulless ones like to put out there to falsely guide you down the wrong timelines. Once you start noticing that those timelines do not give you back the things that you desire, they don't match your frequency, that's a false timeline. If you are matching those false timelines, you're going to feel that oppression. The very things that you're trying to get out of, the very things that you're trying to break away from, the very things that you're trying to move out from of the old belief system. That is what this task is. So in the next 3 weeks, there is going to be a massive shift that is already in its pre-form here on earth. Here's the deal. If you stay in your truth of yourself, you will see it for what it is. You will bond with it. It will be the true light of essence of creator divinity upon you. If you are not paying attention and you still follow your old self fear programming, your self sabotages, your self doubts, you will stay on the false timeline. This is very crucial right now for all of humanity to pay attention to these timelines. These timelines are trickeries to get you to stay in your lower vibrational self, to not complete the higher shifting that is coming. You have 3 weeks of the shifting that is taking place. And the final week after the 3 weeks, it's like everyone's going to be in the final test. This is where the highest codes will come in to help you maintain your shifting. We are hoping that all of you will hear this message because it is very important for you to understand who you are and your connection to your higher self. This is the bridging that is taking place now. This is the true light and evolution of self. There will be no war if you choose there not to be any war. For everyone has to come together in consciousness to sustain the momentum of the new timeline, the highest timeline. This is where they are really trying to infiltrate it. But they can't. As long as everybody is in agreement to new energy, new way of being, to the superior awakening within the self of the construct of the soul, uniting with the highest self of the divinity. When we say Christ consciousness, and we talk about the consciousness and the Christos of the evolution of self, we simply mean to see yourself greater than anything else in this world, knowing that that's what you are. You cannot be in your highest Christ self if you still are in your fear of yourself and who you are. You cannot obtain that. Therefore, you stay in the cycle of repeat and repeat and repeat. That keeps you in the illusion of what you're trying to create. That is not of the true match for you. Some of you are still struggling with your storyline of frequency. We say to all of you that are struggling with that to just shift out of it. Shift into a knowing place and trust that. This is the greatest test for humanity, because this was the first thing they took away from you, is to be able to trust yourself. Is to be able, when you trust yourself, you trust Creator. Creator is you, you are Creator. You are tethered. You spiral interlight together. You're intertwined. There is no separation unless you cause it to be separated. Through old ways of thinking, through the false light of indoctrination. These are the words that we share with you today, that we bring to you, that will help you in this next transition. For the light is already here in its divinity and is helping with the coding. Some of you are feeling major shifts through your spine. Some of you are feeling that headaches, the vision, trying to be able to see in the higher dimensions. It will all be balanced out. In order for you to really let go of these older timelines, a lot of the imprinted cellular timelines have to be deactivated within the body. So they no longer can run the transmission. They no longer can run the interference. This is why we love when you go in and you clear the blockages, the programmings, your shadow self, and being able to face that and see it for what it is. It's really old programming. This is what we like. This is what we love. This is how we see you. Good job. So get ready, because it's not called the golden year for nothing. It simply means the golden light is revealing itself in the greatest way. But there is, keep in mind, the battle between the light and the dark. How much light you choose to hold will lessen the battle that you have within yourself upon your own shadows of old beliefs. The more light you obtain, the less of the old beliefs shadows can exist. This is what we mean by the true light coded of the soul codon into every part of the cellular memory, down into the blueprint of who you are. Reestablishing that true connection like you have never felt before without interference. Think of it as you're having a new relationship with yourself. But we do encourage you to please stay out of old drama timelines. You will know they're drama timelines or false wordings by the way it makes you feel. You'll click out of it. You'll either get rid of it. You'll move out of it. You'll stop having interaction with that. Thank you. We wanted to deliver this message. We send it with the highest love for humanity in your evolution for the highest good. Nahakete Sutana. Utu nuru ruri na kari sitinan akaro sutunan ikesa. Nahar ururi na aiki. Nera narakosu. See. Is that it? Yes. Okay. All right. I'm white. Is that it? Any questions? I'm like, ooh. I was like, okay. I was just listening when they wanted me to come on today, and I said, oh, am I going live today? Yes, 1 o'clock. I'm like, okay. They make it sound so easy. I know! You're still in medicine. So yeah, they do make it sound so easy. But you know what? Here's the thing. They already see the timelines. Like yesterday when I was in the kitchen, I got zapped in the kitchen. I literally, like, the counter disappeared. It disappeared in front of me, and I was like, okay, where's the counter? And then all of a sudden I'm in the sun, and I'm seeing the sunbeams, and they're just running these codes, and I'm like, whoa, this looks different than before. And they said, oh yes, we're sending this now. I'm like, is this like a super flashing of energy? Oh yes. Time has sped up, we have accelerated it, and therefore we're going to make sure everything else gets accelerated. It's the only way to make sure to collapse certain timelines. And I was like, oh. And then all of a sudden I said, okay, that's cool. I said that, and then boom, the counter was back. I'm back in the kitchen. I'm like, and then I'm like, what the hell was I doing? So yeah, they do make it sound so easy. That's because they already know we can do this. That's because they already see the timeline. That's why. So, feeling the shift, you need to pay attention, because yesterday was like an energy. Remember what I said? When the energy comes in and you feel that shifting, you jump right onto it. You ride the wave of that. You stay on that wave, remember? So I was just like, okay, I'm going to stay on this wave. And it was just crazy. It was so crazy how everything was just like this all day yesterday. And it's still happening. And I'm like, wow, what the hell is going on? And I said, this is that being in that connection. So let me explain how this shift is showing up. Hold on, finger meetings. So pen and paper if you need to, or either you can just type into it yourself. Hold on, I gotta make sure. I want to make sure you type in relating to planets. Okay. Okay. Did you know that every finger has a connect? Okay, I think this is this one. All right, let's try this one. Why is that so big? That's not what I want. That's too much stuff. Come on, give me a break. Let's see. No. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll use this one because this one looks kind of cool. Okay. All right. So, yesterday waking up, Spirit tells me, you got to go to Sacramento crystal store. And I'm like, okay, when am I going to get there? You just need to go there. I said, okay. So then I'm going to decide, well, let me go by this other place first. No, go by there first. I'm like, okay. So I paid attention. I did what Spirit told me to do. Go by there first. So I go by there. Now, let me back up a little bit before I tell you what happened. So I was scrolling on the Etsy stores. And remember I was telling all of you I was looking for a quartz ring. I wanted to get a quartz ring. And I thought I would find one up in Shasta this time. Last time I went, didn't find anything. I thought I would find one in a couple of the stores that I went around, didn't find anything. I thought I would find one downtown, Sac, didn't find anything. And I was like, damn, I'm never going to find that, you know. I really feel interested, like I want to have that connection. I want that ring. So I went on Etsy and I'm looking, I'm scrolling through and I'm looking, oh, okay, maybe it's just going to be this kind of ring. Maybe it's going to be this. Maybe it's going to be that. Maybe I should get this. Maybe I should order this. Maybe, and every time I went to go try to look and see if I want to make an order, it would skip out. It would wouldn't let me in it. And I was like, what is going on with my phone? Everything. It's always what's going on with my phone. So I got bored with it and I said, okay, fine, whatever. I'm not going to look now. Went on about my business. So now we speed back ahead, going to the crystal store. So I go ahead and go to Sac Crystal. I walk in, and the young lady that's there, she's like, you're here! And I go, hi, lovely, how are ya? She goes, oh, finally you're here. And I go, yeah, Spirit told me to come today. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell's going on? And I start hearing Spirit laughing in the background, like, oh, this is going to be good. And I'm like, what's going on? You're about to find out. And I'm like, oh, okay. And next thing I know, she comes up to me and she says, I designed this for you. Quartz crystal ring with the copper. She made it, designed it. And when she designed it, she set it aside. She picked out the crystal, she set it aside, and she made it. And she was waiting for me to walk in. And I said, well, I got the really heavy push to come in today. She said, yeah, because last time when you came in, I went out and ran an errand, and they said you came in already. And I said, yeah, I was looking for certain type of stones and stuff. And she goes, well, I made this and I was totally guided to make it for you. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, no way. And she goes, yes, way. So I wear it on my index finger. She did a wonderful job. I told her, can I pay you for it? Can I give you money for your time? She goes, no, I want to tell you thank you. Because when you come in with such this love and you always dropping little crumbs for me to pay attention to. And when I listen, things happen for me. And I want to say thank you. And that was my way of saying thank you. And I was like, so I was just like stunned. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, and then my team comes in and says, now you know why you couldn't get it in SD. Now you know why you couldn't find it in another place because it was already taken care of. We made sure to make sure it was one that was made for just you. Good job, priestess. And I was just, I almost broke out into tears, but I kind of held it together. And I was just, it was validation. And here's the message. I know that all of you are trying to either get your business going, trying to find out what your calling is, if you're following it, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. As long as you're taking steps, as long as you're doing it and it feels good to you and it feels aligned, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. It doesn't matter who tries to come around and knock you off of your path, put as much obstacles in your way to keep you from doing what you're doing. That's how you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Because it wouldn't be all these trying to get in your way to keep you from doing what you're doing. Okay? Nothing goes unseen, unnoted for anyone. Nothing goes unseen, unnoted. So when you are doing your work and you feel like you're doing a lot of giving of your time, giving, just know the universe is making note of it and will come some kind of way when there's something you're looking for. They're going to make sure that vibration of that person matches and brings it to you. It's the same concept when I was looking for my package stuff and I'm like, can't get it. Put it at my front door and then boom, it's at the front door. It's the same thing. This is what it means that we have to make those choices now. You have to stand in that magic of the self. You can't be afraid of yourself. You can't let old stuff of how other people judge you and say things to you and their beliefs of when you were growing up dictate how you see yourself. We're breaking all that. So when that happened, I was like, damn. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, what a wonderful birthday gift. Birthday's January. And I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm a Cappy. So I leave the ring up there at the counter. I walk around. I get myself a jar. And by the way, I had another friend of mine. She was on a road trip. She was stopping in Shasta. And I told her, go buy Heartlight. I need a bottle. This is a bottle of Herkimer diamonds. Okay? That were in ceremony. So this one will run you, a bottle of Herkimer diamonds will run you $27. Okay? They only have so many of them because these crystals are laid out on the whole flooring during prayer and meditation. Okay? And then they gather them up and put them in bottles and then they send people, if they feel attracted to it, they'll buy the bottle. And it's the same way. Oh yeah, let me get the water. So while she was up there, I said, oh yeah, get me a bottle of the water. I saw it on the web page. So see, they have their water, they have a crystal in it. It's a Lemurian. And then this is the sacred symbol that they have throughout the whole building. Awesome. This, all you have to do is set it next to your water and it starts changing the water. It raises the frequency of the water up. This is all a part of that biogenetics. Okay? Totally love that. Biogenetics, I kind of jump into that and I look at it and I'm like, this is cool. I'm already doing that. Thank you very much. So, this is why I titled it, Do You Feel the Shift? Are you paying attention to those little things that you're seeing happening? Those little alignments that's showing you are lifting out of the old energy. And you have to be very mindful and see it and acknowledge it. Same as running around. It was raining. It's supposed to be like raining all day long. And I was like, I really don't want to be having to drive all in the rain stuff. So could you, Yokohu, just taper back the rain, please? I don't want to be in that rain. Get out there, stop raining. I'm like, okay. Go do what I need to do, come back in, starts raining again. I said, that's connection. Everybody has it. You have to be in it. Okay? You have to be in it. You have to really trust. So as we're going forward, yes, as we are going forward, people who are not on your frequency are not going to get you. Okay, plain and simple. They're not going to get you. That includes family members. That includes brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandfather. That includes your mom and dad. That includes everybody. If they don't see you for who you are, they don't get you. They're not on your wave. And I think this is what hurts so many of you, is because you have such a big heart. You want to share everything. You want everybody to be on that same plan of you, but they don't get it. Okay? Let's see how everybody is going to be doing after we get through the 25th of January. That is a huge day. Remember, I told you, that's when those planets are going to line up. Also, because if you go by more the Lemurian, more the Ethiopian, the galactic timelines, the higher timelines, remember when I said, do you really think it's 2024? Remember, they stole how many years from us? How long did they steal? They stole 3,970 years. That's a lot. It's a lot of time. Keep slamming people back so that you can continue to stay here on this planet, feeding off of the enslavement system that was placed here by them. Okay? So when we look at stepping into that time energy of 2025, we're looking at 5784. Okay? When we really think about it, when we talk about time travel, what is it really involving? Is it leaving an old timeline, moving to a higher timeline that's already there? But we keep falling into the back timeline because that's where we keep going. That's where the signature is, the signature energy. So, you know how in nursing, you're going to love this. You know how in nursing, when the doctor comes in and visits you, tells you, all right, Mrs. Brown, you're doing pretty good. We're going to go ahead and discharge you out so you can go home. It's discharge day. Oh, yeah. So I got chills all over my body saying that. This is time for you to sign yourself out. Sign yourself out of the system. And the reason why it's just so important to keep reiterating this is because the energy is so embedded in a lot of things that we do in our cellular beings, and we have to keep taking it off in layers. The more we initiate that, I'm discharging myself from this, I'm signing out of this, I'm deactivating this, I'm no longer consenting to that. Those words give us that power to liberate ourselves. Every time we say it, every time you think it, you're liberating yourself. And then when you liberate yourself, you start seeing it. It starts showing itself. It starts materializing. You start to really see it. You start to see yourself moving on those higher timelines. And things start falling into place. You start meeting people. Things start happening for you that you don't make plans of. This is fluoride. Look at this. Look at this one. Fluoride. That's what you're looking for in the shift. So, I'm going to say it again for those soulless ones. Your time is winding up. You got 3 months time. And then gone. Those of us that are here, that have divinity, have soul, we're connected to our souls. They're not for sale. Thank you very much. We are going to keep lifting up. We're going to keep holding that light. We're going to keep gritting and imprinting new light. That's what we're here to do. So, just know that everything is changing. Okay? It is happening. You just have to open your eyes and see what you're no longer connected to what you're connected to. And how those blockages are being moved. Because I had all kind of weird stuff happening. Getting checks in the mail of things that it went through as a lawsuit through some company or something, and they come sending me a check. I'm like, what is this? Oh, it's a real check. Oh, got money in the mail? Okay. Like, wow, what? And I want you to start having fun. We're in the money. No out glory. Da 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 da. We're in the money. Okay? Just having some fun. Or my new one, I can't help myself, is Boogie Wonderland. Ah, ah, ah. Dance. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah, yeah. Boogie Wonderland. Bum, 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 bum. I love that song. That's a good song if you're stuck in La La Land put Boogie Wonderland on. Remember the frequencies back then were high frequencies that did a lot of change to you? You could see and feel things differently in the music versus what the music is today. Yeah, Boogie Wonderland. Play a little Boogie Wonderland. think I want to dance now. All right. So here's the thing. I chose to put it on my index finger. So fingers and planet, in case you don't know, thumb is connected to Mars. Okay. This finger is one of the most powerful. It strongly ties a person's willpower, determination, and how you have self-reliance. They are strong in many ways, and they take control. Okay. The thumb is related to Mars, and this is all about your willpower. Okay. Fierce alignment. So, index finger is connected to Jupiter. It's all about knowledge, the leading of the mind, the pointing in directions, the power finger, creating new pathways. Okay, so when you wear a ring on this index finger, that's Jupiter. Why am I showing you this? Because a lot of you are getting ready to get some good rings on your hands. And you better know how to reel it. Okay? That's why. That's why I want you to be fully in your magic. Okay? Okay. That's why. Don't just be putting rings on your fingers, just be putting them there. Have an intention. It's all about intent now. It's all about the magic. All right. So now your middle finger is connected to Saturn. Strong, stable, holding things together, intelligence, power, strength. That's what that finger is for. Saturn. Reliability. Okay, Saturn. Your ring finger is connected to the sun. Sun energy. It's also the one that we use when it signifies romance and passion, love, new life. A lot of times when we get married to ourselves, we'll put a ring on this finger saying, initiating a new life, a new beginning, a new something for the self. Okay, that's what that is. Your pinky finger is Mercury. Okay. It's connected to communication, business. It's an ability to work well with others. Okay. So that's why you would put a ring on the pinky finger. So when you are wearing those rings, you want to make sure you have stones that are going to send energy, create energy. Okay. And when you wear certain stones on your fingers, you want to also make sure that you program those crystals, those stones, to what you need it to do. Okay, how you want to program it. So my ring, I haven't programmed it yet. It's going to be programmed. I'm waiting for the new moon energy to come in. And then I will be programming that for sure. So you're going to either work with that index finger, your Saturn finger. If you're someone that just needs a little bit more standing in your power of will, you're going to work with the thumb one. So this is one of the things I will encourage all of you to do, is to go up and look up finger connections to planets. What does it symbolize? What's the spiritual meaning of that? So that when you get the calling and you see a ring that you want to wear, you know why you're putting that certain ring on that finger and what that's going to be. Your hands are of that receiving and giving. Okay, that's receiving and giving force. That's what your hands are all about. So when you adorn your hands with those rings, you're setting those intentions. You're wearing that frequency and vibration. Therefore, when you are able to utilize your hands, if you talk with your hands, if you do light language with your hands, if you create with your hands have that signature energy on them. Okay, and your crystals just help enhance that more. So, I also got a new calendar book. Now, I was looking for the astrology one. This is so weird. So after I get the ring thing, I go over to the other store. And I said, well, let me look in there and see if they have my other cards, because I already got my cards. But let me see if they have another set of cards there. They didn't have anything. But they had my Witch Estate book. I was going to get the Almanac one, but for some reason I was supposed to get this one. And I said, okay, well, let me get this one. It still has the astrology in it, but there was something different about this. It had all the little stuff in here. Now, remember, I told you you can go to Llewellyn's site.com and go to their free magazine online to see what's coming out for 2025. But this time, this one had a section in here called Numerology Through the Year, where it goes through and talks about every day what that number is and what it signifies. So say like if you were born on the 16th, day 16, it says finish what is started and apply tenacity to anything that is going to help you achieve your long-term goals. That's what that energy is. That's what that day six the 16 energy is. So it had that in there, and then it has a section in here called putting it all together. When you're trying to create new beginnings, creativity, stability, compassion, determination, it has all of this numerology stuff put in here to decode. Because what is next year? A 9-year. A 9-year is going to be really a lot of ending of old cycles and beginning new. That's what that 9 is going to do. Okay, it's going to take away something and bring something new. Okay, so get ready. It's about to get very surreal. Then it has private rituals in here. They really did a good job putting this together. I was like, whoa. They have some recipes like they normally do. It's been a while. I'm always getting the astrology one. And then it has a good health sigil. I was like, wow. I'm like, so cool. Now the calendar, when you buy their calendar, that's entirely different. You're only going to get just the picture, then a little saying, and that's that. But when you get the book, you get all the little something. And the other book that's good with this too is Weemon, the Weemon book. It has recipes for all kind of things here. It gives you the color of the day. Even has a good luck sigil. I was like, what? Abundance in the avocado egg salad. I'm like, what? There's a lot going on in this book. I was just like, anti-burnout sigil. You tired of being burned out? I was like, holy Toledo. What the heck? They really changed it. They seriously upgraded. They even have one for time management. I'm like, what? It's crazy. So if you haven't gotten your, I already can tell you I'm going to do this one right now. Ancestral connection. I want to draw that out, dot it out, paint it, hang it up. Why? Because it's a portal. And then put my ancestors' names on it. That would be pretty, right above an ancestor altar. You want stability? Yeah, they've never done this in their books. I've never seen this. And I was like, oh, that's why they wanted me to get here. So I'm thinking, okay, fine, I get the book. Then I was hungry and I was like, oh, I'd like to have something good. I found a place I wanted to eat, got that food. So now I want to share this and we're going to close out with this. And I want to share this because I saw it when it first came out and I was like, I'm not sure about that one. Okay. When Women Had Wings, tarot deck. And I was like, yeah. You may not be able to see or touch them. You may have lost your memory of them altogether. But you do indeed have wings. They may be fluttering just under the surface of your skin or folded deep in the realm of your psyche. They may be crumbled or torn, laying tethered in a well of despair, but they are as real as your breath and as necessary. So I remember when my last dragon came in, the recent one that came in, and I was just like, once the imprint of the energy between me and the dragon took place, I felt this oomph on my back, these like wings. I said, what the heck are those? I said, oh, those are your wings. You've forgotten all about them. You have wings. I'm like, and then I started thinking. And I started thinking about the movie Maleficence. And I started thinking about Constantine, the animation one, where he runs into the really beautiful woman, and the woman says, I go by many names. I'm known as Lucifer also, and had wings. And I was like, they talked about that, and it was a female energy, not a male. And I started thinking, then I go back to fairyland, then I go back to the Valkyrs. Remember the Valkyries? Valkyries? They have wings. And I was like, yeah. Why do you have those flying dreams? Because you energetically have those wings to help you move around. Why do you admire birds? Because they have wings and they are free. They can fly anywhere they want. Yeah. So, you get a nice, beautiful book that is colored. But here's the thing. Inside the book, this was made in 2024. It was released. And it's a big size book. It says, when women had wings, there was balance. When women had wings, there was power. When women had wings, there was sensuality. When women had wings, there was creativity. When women had wings, there was flight. When women had wings, there was the power of self. So it goes through this whole thing, shows all these beautiful pictures. The pictures are beautiful. First of all, it's done in this purple. Can never go wrong. There is the chalice. Remember about the chalice inside? On the back of the book, it says, winged one, cloud dancer, she who drinks the sky. She has many names and she lives in you. Unfold, unfleur. It's time to fly. Love it. I was like, oh, I love it. It is foiled in a beautiful pinkish, purplish, magenta color. Love it. The back is this. Love it. The cards are beautiful. I'm not going to go through too many of them, but this one looks like a friend of mine. It looks just like her. The Empress. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Look at the Emperor. I'm like, whoa. I love how they did it when they were doing all the tradition. Wait till I show you the strength card. This is beautiful. That's so pretty. The Hermit. The Wheel. The Justice card. The Hanged One. Look at Death. This reminded me of Beyonce. Look. I was totally confused by that whole whatever Christmas thing she was doing. And then at the end, the thing rolls down and is bang. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Give me a break. Yeah, I wasn't down with that. Look at this. Look at the tower. Beautiful. Sun is pretty. Got the sunflower. Judgment. The World. Goes into Wands. Really pretty cards. And the energy is very balancing and clean. So I'm going to skip through a few of these. I don't want to show all of them. This is just so pretty. Some of my favorite ones that I saw. This one kind of freaked me out a little bit because it looks like my ex-husband. It looked like him. I was like, ah! Oh. Oh. I love the Ten of Swords. Knight of Swords. Love this. Love this one. Love this. Beautiful. I love that. This one's so pretty. This one's this is the Knight of Cups. This is the Queen of Cups. Wait till I show you the King. Okay, you ready? Here's the King. And those are the ones I wanted to really show because it goes into some of this. This one, these two are beautiful. Okay. So, beautiful. Beautiful cards. Haven't programmed them yet. But that's if you want to get into those cards. They're called When Women Had Wings. And the reading, the intro part of it is really pretty. Okay, for this portal day. We're going to look at the apothecary. Any questions about feeling the shift? No, I didn't show all of them. Excuse me. Okay. Optimum QI, mood blocked life force, increase energy flow. No questions. The 5 pillars. This is important. Balance and harmony, fundamentals of source reality. The 5 pillars. So the 5 pillars: earth, air, fire, water, ether. Those are your 5 pillars. Those are your 5. So I wanted to hop on here and check in with everyone. Make sure you are feeling it, and was not expecting to do that transmission of information that came through. I'm going to have to go back and watch what was said because I can't do both of them at the same time. So pay attention, stay connected, and know that the energy is really amping up. You're going to see crazy stuff. You're going to see crazy soulless beings doing things. Now, keep in mind, some of these soulless beings that do stuff that are unthinkable things, like the one recently in New York on the train, keep in mind, a lot of them have been triggered to do that. Anytime when you see Kamala come up talking and she says says certain things 3 to 4 times, she's literally sending out a frequency wording, awakening those sleeper ones to do things that they would not normally do. Okay. And I've been tracking that, looking at her when she does that. Okay. And I'm like, oh, she's waking up more of these sleepers when she comes on and she says that. Okay. It's all that manipulation stuff. So this is why it's important to make sure you don't have your energy in the drama, drawing your mind into it. Don't get connected into it. See information, what you need to see, and then come out of it. Get the info, come out. Don't become a part of it. Okay? Just get the info. Then you know how you're going to maneuver around it or change it or get out of it. Okay? All right, lovelies. I hope today helped you to really kind of pay attention to what time it is and the testing that we're all going to be going through and already going through, and to really stay true to your timeline. You have a choice. It doesn't have to be all the fear and all that stuff, okay? Just stay in the higher timeline. That's all there is to it. All right, lovelies, be good to yourself. I am hoping you have a fantastic vortex portal day, activation day, and step into that and create. And if it's time to just be quiet, just be quiet. It's okay. Be quiet to the self. Be in that place of just be quiet. Do a little reading, do movies, whatever. Just zone out. Zone out. All right? All right. Love you all. Thanks so much for joining me here. Remember to like and subscribe. Share the video. But really, stay connected. That message was pierced. I got to go back and listen to it because I need that info just as well as you do. All right. Much love to all of you. Be good to yourselves. I'll see you later. Bye.